Greetings to everyone. My name is Nur Husna binti Noramin. I'm 12 years old from SJC Mersing, JBB 4014. Today, I'm excited to share my thoughts on a book that truly caught my attention and took me on an unforgettable adventure. The title of this amazing book is called Miracle in the Cave by Lion Cochrane. From the very first page, the story pulled me in, and I can't wait to tell you why. When I first picked up the book, Miracle in the Cave by Lion Cochrane, I thought it was just another adventure story. I imagined excitement, darkness, and maybe a happy ending where everyone escapes quickly. But after reading this book, I realized it was not just a story about a cave. It was a story about fear, friendship, and hope when everything feels impossible. The story begins with a group of children who enter a cave out of curiosity. At first, everything feels exciting and fun. They laugh, they talk, they explore. None of them believes that anything bad will happen. After all, it's just an adventure, right? As a reader, I felt happy and relaxed at this part, just like the characters. But that feeling does not last long. Suddenly, heavy rain starts to fall outside the cave. Water begins to rise. The cave becomes darker and colder. Before the children realize what is happening, the entrance is blocked. They are trapped. When I read this part, my heart started to beat faster. I imagined standing in a dark cave, not knowing if I would ever see the sunlight again. The author describes the caves so clearly that I could almost hear the sounds of dripping water and feel the cold air around me. Inside the cave, fear slowly takes over. Some children panic, some cry quietly, some feel angry and confused. This was the moment I felt very connected to the story. I asked myself, what would I do if I were there? Would I be brave or would I give up? The darkness in the cave not only surrounds them, but it also enters their hearts. But something important begins to change. Instead of blaming each other, the children start to work together. They share food, they comfort one another, they encourage each other to stay strong. Even when they are afraid, they choose not to lose hope. This part taught me that teamwork is powerful, especially in difficult situations. Sometimes being kind and supportive is the greatest strength of all. The most suspenseful part of the book, in my opinion, is when the children hear sounds from outside the cave. Footsteps, voices, or maybe just their imagination. When I read this part, I held my breath. Every page made me more nervous. Is help really coming, or is hope slowly disappearing? When the rescue finally happened, I felt a huge sense of relief. It reminded me that miracles do not always happen instantly. Sometimes miracles happen because people stay patient, stay united, and never stop believing. The children survived not because they are rescued, but because they never gave up on each other. After finishing this book, I closed it slowly, not because the story was over, but because the message stayed with me. Miracle in the Cave taught me that fear is normal, but giving up is a choice. It taught me that when we feel trapped, when everything feels dark, hope can still guide us forward. To me, This book is not just about children trapped in a cave. It's about all of us and how in our darkest moments a miracle can happen if we choose to believe. Thank you.